Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl in your face while you're sleeping. If these 15 moments weren't caught on camera, no one would believe it. There are some truly shocking things that happen in this world, but while most of them are seen with the naked eye, some people are fortunate, or shall we say unfortunate enough, to capture some of these moments on camera. In fact, you wouldn't believe it if you came across these clips because they would truly shock your mind. With that being said, let's take a look at 15 mind-blowing events caught on camera. Number 15. Turkey's Dance of Doom. In this clip, a dead cat was discovered in the middle of the road by a bunch of turkeys. What made this video so unsettling was how the circle of turkeys was marching around the corpse. Each bird followed the one walking in front of the other. The turkeys decided to eyeball the cat, but stayed true to their defense. Walking around the dead animal, they could look without getting too close. However, people wanted to know why the birds kept circling. It must have clicked at one point that the dead feline was not dangerous. However, the instinct to follow another turkey was stronger than realizing it was time to go. Number 14. Mystery of these prisoners. Drones are completely changing how we view the world. They can fly over deep-sea whales, mountains, and impossible terrains, capturing images that would otherwise be impossible to see on a regular basis. For example, in 2019, a video was posted on YouTube showing a bird's-eye view of hundreds of prisoners. They were shackled, blindfolded, wore identical clothing, and had their heads shaved. Some clues were immediately obvious. The police offloading the men from a train were Chinese. The fact that China is known for transporting prisoners blindfolded and handcuffed added more certainty that this was happening somewhere within the country. When experts reviewed the video, they used landmarks and the sun's position to identify the location. They believe that the drone captured the sad crowd at a train station in southeast Shenzhen about a year before the video was released. Number 13. The creepy breathing forest. It was a gloomy 2018 when a trekker by the name of Daniel Holland posted a video on Twitter. The footage showed a forest in Quebec with densely packed trees and a carpet of moss. However, the carpet was moving. The rising and falling looked freakishly like the forest was breathing. One of the weirdest conspiracies was that there was a giant hidden turtle in the forest. When weather experts were shown the footage, they explained the breathing was a result of natural forces, in particular wind and water. The phenomenon only happens when the soil is moist enough. Usually after a storm drops a ton of water on the forest and the tree roots become saturated and disconnected from the earth. When the wind is powerful and persistent enough, the trees are forced to one side. This toppling causes their loosened root web to lift the forest floor. Number 12. Strangest videos of the moon. When this footage was released for the first time, people thought it was some kind of hoax or something. The video shows a mountain range with tiny human figures. Above them is the moon, huge and hanging close to the earth. Worse, it appears to be moving towards the planet. The footage seems fake because of the people that don't seem to be running away or not screaming. In fact, they appear oblivious to the moon's presence. However, the strange thing is that the video was real. In 2018, Daniel Lopez was to film a milk moon, the first full moon in May. Lopez was separated by the people seen in the video by about 10 miles. He used a powerful telescopic lens to zoom the moon into focus. This caused the extraordinary illusion that it was moments away from crashing into the hikers below. The speed was real too, but not because the moon was hurtling towards the Earth. This effect was caused by the Earth's rotation. As the planet turned, the moon was setting in real time behind the mountain. Number 11. A plane battling a hurricane. When a hurricane is hurtling towards us, most people are smart enough to relocate and find a new home. But not this group of scientists from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They had two planes specifically for this purpose. The planes, known as Kermit and Miss Piggy, braved the dangerous conditions to gather more information about hurricanes. In 2018, Kermit took on Hurricane Florence. Since this was one of the season's most powerful hurricanes, the mission was very dangerous. The 4-engine plane carried onboard aerospace engineer Nick Underwood. He managed to capture Kermit's harrowing flight into the hurricane before the aircraft broke through the eye of the storm. Now that's simply amazing. Number 10. Streak of white light. On August 5, 2009, while anchor Colin Briggs hosted the morning news, a strange speeding object was seen by millions on the BBC's live webcam as it zoomed past the Millennium Bridge in Newcastle, England. Many viewers quickly taped the clip onto their social media platforms, and a plethora of theories as to what it was soon piled up, ranging from a model airplane to the obvious claims of extraterrestrials. When a UFO expert was asked their opinion, They slowed down the footage and ruled out the object being a bird, and that it was an intriguing film and a genuine mystery. Number 9. A tiger shark eating a whale. Now this is downright awesome. In 2018, a crowd formed on Ponta Beach in Mozambique, where watching a beached whale and those trying to save it. However, all rescue attempts ceased when it became clear that the humpback was too ill to survive, and the animal died shortly afterward. Locals started to gather for their share of the meat, but the sharks beat them to it. The whale's corpse was big enough for about 60 sharks to tear off a chunk and swim back to safety. However, it was too shallow for one in particular. A tiger shark measuring 13 feet long grabbed a mouthful but beached itself right next to the humpback. At this point, a diver instructor joined the crowd and started filming. The footage shows the shark thrashing next to the mutilated whale, something that terrified locals so badly that they can be heard cursing. After a few minutes, a large wave pulled the shark back into the water and ended the bizarre scene. Number 8. UFO caught in Brazil. As for this mysterious object, a Brazilian station TV Gazeta caught footage of a UFO that changed colors several times on live television as viewers at home looked on in amazement. More than 25 witnesses also viewed the object at the scene itself. The brightly lit craft changed between white, blue, and red while performing some quite mysterious movements. The strange UFO was clearly visible for over 2 hours as it appeared to make its way calmly over Rio Branco. Through estimating the object's size and destination, both the moon and a clear star were also visible during the encounter. While it is possible that the object could have been a drone or even a kite with LED lights attached to it, many people viewed the footage online and it remains unanswered to this day. Number 7. The Slaughterbot fears. In 2017, crazy footage was released on a graphic 7-minute clip. It followed a number of Slaughterbot as they were released to eliminate targets like US lawmakers and political activists. The machines needed no human guidance to find these people. The hand-sized robots use real-time data mining and their own intelligence to track down their victims. Once located, the unfortunate individuals received the business end of an explosive charge. This was not a fan-made video or anything. In fact, Slaughterbot was screened at a convention at the United Nations in Geneva. This particular meeting, called the Convention of Certain Convention Weapons, has already banned lasers designed to blind people. The hope is that the film would raise awareness about just how close we are to creating weapons that can take out people on their own. Frighteningly, everything that engineers would need to create them already exists. Number 6. UFO hovering over Washington. Do you believe in aliens? Well, then this video might shock you. As Fox News broadcasted live footage of the Washington Monument in 2013, viewers spotted a brightly lit object seemingly appear out of thin air near the site. It was the night before President Obama's second inauguration, leading some to suggest that a security services helicopter was likely what had been seen. However, when the footage was reviewed for a second time, it certainly doesn't appear to be a run-of-the-mill helicopter. While it is perhaps a trick of the lights from the ground below, many more had imaginative theories to offer. Some suggested it was likely a secret government craft utilizing advanced stealth or cloaking technology, while others believe the UFO appeared through a portal above the Capitol. Number 5. Declassified nuclear tests found. From 1945 to 1962, around 10,000 films were shot on nuclear tests. A majority of these reels languished for decades in high-security storage. In 2017, 6,500 were recovered, and researchers battled against time to digitize the historic footage. All of them were on the cusp of perishing beyond repair. Apart from being an integral part of human history, some were freshly declassified and available for studies for the first time. That being said, the unsettling films would discourage the future use of nuclear weapons. Number 4. Mysterious blobs show up from nowhere. In April 2017, as KOTV anchors were talking about an upcoming storm with Darren's live video feed being used to fill the screen, suddenly 2 mysterious black blobs were seen against the cloud-covered Oklahoma sky. One attentive viewer managed to record the feed and made it available online, where it quickly spread. Later, numerous theories were brought up as to what these strange dark objects were. It was later revealed that these were nothing more than bugs on the windshield behind the camera. Funny, but quite interesting. Number 3. A bite-induced explosion. As iPhone users, most of us know not to bite the batteries. Unfortunately, one particular customer learned this the hard way. In 2018, there was a rush after Apple users realized that they had to replace their batteries. Apple was giving a discount to anyone who had an iPhone 6 or any subsequent model. The offer came after the company admitted to slowing the devices to stretch out battery life. Unfortunately, third-party providers decided to get in on the action. The problem is that avenue included fake iPhone batteries. One man in a Chinese store found this out the hard way. While getting the battery, he chomped down to make sure he was getting a genuine iPhone part. The battery exploded. Remarkably, the man was unharmed, and the whole thing was caught on the store's security camera and uploaded to the internet. And now we've come to the best pick of the day. Boy, does this ice-cold bath look chilly. But you know what's even stranger? The lady leaving the bath is actually smiling. Either she must be super excited or not feeling any sensation at all. Number 2. UFO caught live on Russian network. During a live transmission of the Kaiser report in 2013 on a Russian network, a strange blur of an object was seen shooting past the windows. The strange object could be seen headed along the river Thames outside. It also appeared to be moving in nearly perfect straight lines, something a bird or an insect could not do. While it was not conclusive that the UFO was real, it was certainly something to investigate. Let us know what you think about it. Number 1. An amazing larynx. How does a beatboxer's larynx look? Well, in 2017, an Australian beatboxer, Tom Thumb, said "ah" and let doctors see all the way down his throat. He allowed a camera to slither up his nose and down his throat. Then he made a bunch of noises so that the team could see his vocal cords do their thing. The view was quite disturbing. The footage on the camera, going up the nose and past the soft palate, was not a sight for sore eyes. However, for those who could keep watching, it became clear how versatile the human larynx really is. Most of the noises created by the tongue's movements started at the top of Tom's soft palate against the mouth's roof. Then, twisting into freaky long shapes, the tissues of the larynx also moved to help form different sounds. And with that being said, we've come to the end of this video. Which one of these weird videos shocked you the most? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell to get more mind-blowing content.